Good afternoon. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I just hung up the phone with some of the corporate friends, executive friends of mine that are in the Wide Awake Leadership Collective, and oh my God, we just had the best conversation about knowing that life is working for you, and about what it really takes to shatter that glass ceiling, whether literal or figurative, and what happens once that happens. And man, my friend Andrea was talking about, she's the CEO of an economic development company, and she's talking about as she was growing in her career, other things really began to fall apart. And how did she kind of circle back and kind of clean up the mess that shattering the glass ceiling can cause, whether it's in your health and your wellness, in your mental health, in your anxiety levels, in your relationship, in your home, in your finances. There's just so much more at play. So, oh my God, amazing Monday. Just don't even get me started. But that's actually not what I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about. There's so much to talk to you about. So I wanted to talk to you about fear. So many people that I talk to are like, oh my gosh, Alyssa, I would love to, do what you do, or I would love to have the freedom that you have, or, I want to start my health and my wellness journey. I want to, grow in my career, all the things. And then they finish the sentence with, but I'm scared. And when I say why, you can literally insert any single thing that you want to insert, because there's so many reasons to be afraid. And here's the thing, fear is the sign that you're going in the right direction. Fear is the enemy of your soul trying to redirect you down the wrong path. Safety and security and stability is false. That's the lie. That if I stay the same, or I don't push the envelope, or I don't branch out, or I don't do, the next thing, and I stay where it's safe, and I dim my light, and I play small, then I'll be safe and I'll be stable. But nothing is guaranteed. In fact, change is inevitable. So I want to just share a little personal story that I hope helps you guys. So we're going to go back 12 years into my journey. Hi, you guys, I see you. 12 years ago, when I was really beginning my career journey. And if you don't know me, I am a full-time lifestyle and mindset coach now, but I spent 10 years in the corporate world as a Fortune 500 vice president. And so we're going back to the beginning before my career really started. And I was being asked to move. And it even just gives me anxiety even talking about it. So I was raised, I have a great relationship with my dad now, but there was a big portion of my life where I was raised only by a single mom, and I have an older brother. And I had kids at the time, and I lived 5 minutes away from my mom. And thinking about moving would mean that I was taking the kids away from their grandmother. I was leaving everything I'd ever known. It would mean that my husband was going to become a stay-at-home dad, and I was going to have the responsibility of building a career. I mean, it meant so, to me, it was like jumping off the edge of the ocean. And we did it anyway. And quite frankly, the reason we did it was because my husband was like, you're going to go and I'm going to pack the boxes and you're going to take this promotion and we're going to move. And I didn't really have a choice. And if he hadn't pushed me in that direction, you guys, I honestly think that I would have stayed exactly where I was and potentially even be there today. Now, here's what's really freaking funny, okay? I was being asked to move from Sarasota, Florida to Orlando, Florida. They're 2 hours apart. You would have thought that I was being asked to move across the ocean because it was so scary for me to do that. If you don't know my story, I ended up moving from there. Then I moved to Pensacola, Florida. Then I moved to Chicago. Then I moved back to Florida. Then I moved to California. And then I moved back to Chicago. And then after that first move, like, I broke the seal and it was off to the races. But I'm telling you, I know this may sound silly, but I was so scared. And now, since then, I've started multiple businesses. I now work for myself. I mean, there's so many things that I have done, but I have done it every single time pushing through fear. And if I stayed where I was and I stayed in Sarasota, I probably would have had a pretty decent life. I mean, I would have, right? And everything would have worked out. But I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have set an example for my children. There's no growth in staying the same, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And so when you feel that fear, whether it's taking a job opportunity or really putting yourself out there and talking to a boss or starting a health and wellness journey. I mean, so many people are afraid of failure. So many people have gone down that road and are afraid to start. And let me tell you, every time you fail, it's another step in the right direction. And so all that I would say is if you are in a situation where you are on the edge of something and you feel that feeling of fear come in, you need to knock that garbage off and just know, if I feel fear, it means I need to press in more, and it means I need to beat it, because that's the sign that I am on the right track and I am going to get to the other side of this, and I'm going to look back and I'm not going to be afraid of it anymore. Fear is not a reason to crouch. Fear is a reason to push through and take yourself to the next level. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. Happy Monday, and I'll be talking to you soon.